What we know about Pfizer's vaccine. I'm Drutter. It's December the 12th, 2020 today. And this is a front page, front and center CNN article, their main article right now. And they want to tell the public about everything that is known about Pfizer's vaccine. And that's a good thing because there's a lot now to be known about this. It is still experimental, of course, but we are learning about it as we go. And there is some information available now. So when you click on the article, the first paragraph, actually if you look at the heading, once you click on the article it's changed. It says, here's what we know about Pfizer's vaccine, including who could get it first. So it's actually about two things. It's about the vaccine itself and about who is going to get it first. That seems to be very important, at least to the media anyways. Who is going to get it first? They're creating quite the demand for this. People have a fear of missing out, I think. FOMO, as they call it. People are, lining up because they think other people are lining up, really. But anyway, the first paragraph contains no information about the vaccine. Okay, so we have to go down to the next heading to get the actual information about the vaccine. They don't put it up front. So the first heading is who will get it first. Okay, so the first main paragraphs, well actually quite a bit, the first half of the article essentially is about who will get it first. That is not at all about the vaccine. Okay, so we just skip down to when will it be widely available. Actually, that's not about the vaccine at all, is it? That has nothing to do with what kind of ingredients there are, what the known side effects are, why we might be taking it, what the indications for use are, all that kind of stuff that you'd want with a medication. Okay, so we have to skip down a little further past a nice picture of Fauci, and then we get to how many doses will be available. So that seems to be very important also, but you have to skip further down there, and then you're getting almost to the end of the article, and you start to wonder, well, where's the information about the vaccine? Because this article, at least on the front page, says everything we know about Pfizer's vaccine. So now you're 3/4 of the way through, and you get to, how will the vaccine be shipped? How will it be shipped? And they talk about how it has to be kept super secret containers and all this kind of stuff. And then, how will the vaccine be distributed? Is the second to last heading, okay? And then the very last heading, at the very bottom of the article, is 4 sentences under the heading, what are the known side effects? Okay, so they don't even tell you anything about the vaccine at all. They don't even tell you that it's not a vaccine, for example. And they don't tell you what it might do, what we might hope it might do. They skip right through that because they don't want people to know that we don't know if this injection, not vaccine, if this injection is a vaccine. We don't know if it confers any immunity at all, or if it makes you immune, or if it makes people immune from you. We don't know any of that. All we know is that it stops people that are already infected from progressing to the full-blown physical illness called COVID, right? But people that are infected with SARS-CoV-2, then they will not go to the full-blown form. It's like people that are infected with the HIV virus having a blocker that blocks them from getting full-blown AIDS, right? This is the same kind of thing. This only stops people that are already infected from getting, organ damage and those kind of things, which is good, but it is not a vaccine. And you have to read this all the way through to find any information about it at all. And all they tell you is about side effects, and all they tell you about side effects is that they don't know. So basically, they don't know anything. There's zero information in this entire article about the vaccine when the article is states that this is everything we know about the vaccine. So they know nothing. There's one minor half point buried in the second to last sentence, and it says, people with significant history of allergic reactions should not receive this vaccine. Thank you for mentioning that, because yes, people are getting sick and people will die if they take this vaccine. and have severe allergic reactions, a history of severe allergic reactions, like getting anaphylactic shock, or being allergic to bee stings and having to carry an EpiPen, anything like that. Any of those kind of people should not receive the vaccine, and there are a significant number of people in that group. So CNN maybe should have put that up front, or maybe even on the front page. Warning, do not take the vaccine if you have severe allergic reactions or a history of significant allergic reactions. But they don't. They bury it, and that's only one of the things that we should be talking about. So if you want more information about the vaccine, actual information about the vaccine, I have compiled some of that below, and those are all posts to my blog, and each of those links contains more links and information. So please go to that. You won't find it on YouTube. You won't find it on the mainstream, because as Melinda Gates came out and said the other day, we have to clamp down on this information because people are dying. Misinformation is killing people, and she's right, but she is the source of misinformation. That's the problem. We need a wide variety of sources of information. We need a wide variety of voices and opinions on this, and a lot of different studies and a lot of different data, and a lot of that is linked down below. CNN, they'll tell you, this is what we know about the vaccine. You read the article, there's nothing. It's amazing. There's nothing. There's a half of a point buried at the bottom. People with significant history of allergic reaction should not receive the vaccine. They don't go into details. It's buried. It's almost like they just had to say it. And their lawyer probably told them they had to put that in there, because there are going to be people that are injured by the vaccine that will say, you didn't even mention that? And that has been known for many days now, that people are getting the vaccine in the UK, and they're getting very, very sick and having to go, on ventilators and such, because their breathing's shutting down. So there are people getting, Bell's palsy and other nerve damage on their faces and stuff, and it's not being talked about. So there are major risks to this. It is being swept under the rug. Anyone that talks about those risks is censored. For example, I used to get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views on any video I did on any topic on YouTube. This is 10 years ago, when I had no subscribers even. Now I've got 9,000 subscribers, and I can hardly get 100 views on a video, even though my quality has gone up in that time. So that, if you don't understand what that means that I'm heavily shadow banned and censored. They won't delete me for some reason, but I cannot even reach my own audience, let alone any new people. So please do what you can to share this information, and the links down below that contain a lot more links to good information. Stay well, and talk to you soon.